Hello guys, welcome back to Epitaga's Dumb Box, and this is Akshay Daga. In this video, we'll talk about how to subset list. In our previous video, I have already talked about all the basics required for subsetting. There are three type of operators: single bracket, double bracket, and dollar. What is the difference between them and how to use that? That I have explained in my previous video. You can search it and on my channel, and you can watch it. Now let's proceed with how to subset list. Okay, so list can be subsetted using, you can get the subset of the list using all the three operators, that is single square bracket, double square bracket, and dollar. But there is difference in that. So let's begin with how to extract a single element from the list. Okay, so single element can be extracted using all the three operators. I'll show you how to do that. So first of all, I'll create a list. So here I am creating a list. The first element in the list, that is first vector in the list, is named as foo, and the second vector in the list is named as bar. Okay, I'll print the x. So this is the first element or first vector of the list, and the second element or second vector of the list. Okay, now using single bracket, you can extract the first element and second element like this. X of, you can do it using index x of 1, then x of 2, right? Similarly, you can subset the list x using name as well. So x of, the name of first entry element was foo, right? Foo, then bar. This is how you can do it by name. Then you can do the same using double square bracket, right? So I'll show you that as well. X of, first of all, as I have mentioned in my previous video, the output of the single square bracket will be same. The data type of the output will be same as the original one. So the original output, the class of x was list, and if I check class of, let's say, any of this, wherever we are used single square bracket, I'll check the class of that, it will again be the list. Okay, now I'll show you the output, the same output using double square bracket, that is this, right? It is similar, it looks same that of the single square bracket, but it is not. I'll show you the class of this. It is integer, it is not list. Okay, and similarly for this, it is numeric. So as we have stated in our previous video, that class of the return object for double square bracket will not necessarily be a list or data frames. Okay, so now I'll show you how to use the third one, that is x, the dollar operator. Here you can write the name without single quotes or double quotes, x of bar. Okay, we'll check the class of this also, x of bar. Again, it is numeric, it is not list. Class of x foo, it is integer, so it is same of that of double square bracket, right? But the syntax is different here. X of foo. Okay, now this is how to extract a single element from the list. Even if you see this as a sequence, but actually it is a single element of the list x, right? Now let's see how to extract multiple elements from the list. As I have explained earlier, multiple elements can be more than one element can be extracted using single square bracket. Okay, using double square bracket we cannot do the same, so that's why we will be using single square bracket only. I am creating a new list in which there are total 3 elements. First one is foo, second one is bar, and third one is buzz. Okay, and now I'll show you how to extract multiple elements. So what I can do, x of single square bracket 1, it is single element, 1 2 2 first two element, then 1 2 3 first three elements. Now if I want to extract first and third element, then I'll do this. It give me first and third element. Okay, now we'll talk about what is the difference between double square bracket and the dollar operator. So double square bracket can be used to extract the element by index. Okay, when index is computed, or dollar cannot be used for the same. I'll make it simple to understand. See, here we are using for x, the index is, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Otherwise foo, bar and buzz, these can also be used as index. Okay, but let's assume you are doing some kind of computation, you have written some program in which after doing some kind of computation you will get some value, and that value will be used, you want to use that value whichever is output of some computation as an index, then that you cannot do using dollar. So I'll explain it using a example once again. Okay, so this is a vector x, okay, again with these three elements in it. Okay, now if I do x of foo, it give me output. If I do the same using dollar operator, it will give me the same output. Why? Because foo is the literal index, the index which we have defined at the time of creating this list. Now if let's assume there is some kind of computation happened, and then we got one new variable name whose value is foo. Okay, and now I want to extract the element from list x using this variable name. Okay, so I'll try to do the same using this operator, double square bracket name. It gave me output as null. Okay, sorry, I don't need to pass this because it is a variable, it is not any kind of string. So it gave me output. Okay, but if I try the same using dollar operator, it gave me null, because dollar doesn't work that way. So that is the basic difference between double square bracket and dollar. Similarly, see, you can see for foo both the operator worked as expected, like in the same way, but for the computed index, double square bracket gave me output, but the dollar didn't give it, right? So that is the basic difference. Now I'll show you how to extract nested elements, like this is x, right? So I have extracted one element using single square bracket and double square bracket, that is the complete vector 1 2 3 4 was the extracted output, right? But what if I want to extract only this value, only 2? How can I do that? So basically I was not able to do it using a single square bracket. For that we have to use double square bracket first. So I will show you how. So if I write 1 here, so it will give me the first element. Okay, then from this first element I want this second element, right? So what I can do it like this. So the output of this is this, and then the second element of that, so it will give me this 2. Got it? Similarly, there is one more syntax to do the same, and that syntax is like this. So but before going there, okay, I'll show you x of double square bracket c vector of, that is the first element and then third element of the first element, that means x. The first element of x is this, the third element of this is 3, so I should get output as 3, like this. right? Similarly, if I do 3 comma 1, I should get the output as hello, because it is single element. It is not like element inside element. It is not like that. It is a vector, character vector with one element only. Okay, if you try same with the single square bracket, see what happens. So I'll go with this example. Instead of double square bracket, what I did, like this. So it will not give you output as a 3. Why? I'll tell you. Single square bracket can also be used to extract multiple elements. When you pass a vector of 1 comma 3, what it will understand? It will understand that it needs to extract multiple elements, that is first element and the third element. Okay, so the expected output is this: first element 1 2 3 4 and the third element is hello. So let's see. It is used to extract multiple elements. So that's it, guys. This is how you can extract the subset from the list using these three operators, like single square bracket, double square bracket, and the dollar. I think you are now aware of the differences between those three operators and what will be the output if you use those operators. All the syntax and everything, the written code, everything will be given to you, will be available for you in the written format, and link to that will be given in the description. If you like my explanation, please click on the like button. If you have any kind of doubt or anything, you can put it in the comment box. I'll try to solve it as soon as possible. And to encourage me, please click on the subscribe button. In my next video, I'll talk about how to subset matrices, and we will see that I have already told you there is one exception in single square bracket for matrices that we will cover in the next video. Okay, thank you guys. This is Akshay Daga signing off.